Alright folks, today we've got a 46-inch Yardman Mower. We've had it for a while. Today we're going to take a look at the belt. It's been blowing belts off and it lately has shredded a couple of them. And this is mainly the drive belt for the deck. Okay, so it'll be the deck drive belt. So we're going to take this deck off today, see if we can figure out what's shredding these belts. I don't get it. My wife gets about 1.5 mows out of it, and then poof, shredded belt. So we're gonna see. Hopefully there's a guide or something that's sharp or something going on there. We'll take this thing apart and see what we can find out. Let's get to it. Okay, the first thing I like to do on these, I'm gonna apologize because my shop's on a major highway and there's a lot of trucks going by, so it gets noisy at times. The first thing I want to do is remove this guard plate here, and there is one bolt for that's up here, okay, through the deck. You can see the top of it kind of sticking through the deck right there. And so I think it's a 10 millimeter. We're going to pop that down so this guide comes off, and I can see right now that it's been pulled off. You can see that side of it over there is not any holes. So when this thing shredded, it pulled right out. I don't think this caused it, but I think it could have. And this might not have caused it, but it could be when the belt got shredded, it had a bunch of tension on it and jerked that out. This could be the problem. It may need sprung back a bit more, but I know that it's fell off multiple times and had other problems, and this stayed on, so I don't believe this is the problem. But we're going to take this out first by getting to this bolt that's way up in there. You can see it. So we're going to do that first. Okay, that's a 13, by the way. And of course we don't want to lose that bolt. And it's off. This could be sprung a little. I might try springing it out a little bit just to make sure it retains its shape. Alright, first things first. We're going to be trying to get this deck on the ground, so we need to lower it all the way down. So take it to the floor, just like that. All right, the first thing we've got to do here is we've got to take this deck down and lower it. Now what you're going to find is that there are some pins right here that go through that hold the deck onto the main chassis. And there's usually a little cotter pinny thing here that has to come out. Once you take those out, these pins drop out on both sides, and this whole deck will just fall down on the back. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. All right, I just got the S-clip out. Now I got to pull this out, and it can be tricky. It can be a little tricky, so I can't do it with one hand. I'm going to have to try to lift up on the deck just a little bit to relieve the tension, and that pin should come out of there. See if I can set this up where you can actually see what's going on. I don't know. Okay, now that the deck is sitting completely on the ground, now we can pull the deck forward and unhook it, the front here, from this little mechanism. So we should also probably pull the entire deck in the back and retract this mechanism so it's all the way up. Otherwise you're not going to be able to pull this deck around. I forgot to do that. I'll do that here in a second. Okay. There. Pull that over. Now this should come out just like that. All right. Once that's out, you can also scoot it back a little bit to the slit and pull it completely out. Now when you put that back on, it should look like that, okay? This back part ramps up, goes in just like that. If you put it in backwards, you're gonna have problems. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, this deck is completely unhooked. Now there's one other thing, and I'm not gonna undo it, but there's the idler pulley cable on there for engaging the blade. I'm going to try to keep that on. It's long. I'm just going to drag this out from under there and work on the deck with it still attached. So we're going to do that next. Here's that cable I was telling you about. It's still very loose. So now we got it out, we can see what we're dealing with here. It's a little dirty, but we're going to inspect it here. There's still remnants of the old belt for sure here. Looks like there's a tag off of a pair of jeans or something here. We'll get rid of some of these sticks and stuff, and then I'll bring you in here closer and we can see what's going on. Okay, so we got to take these guards off because the pulleys are right under here, or at least this pulley is. We got to take this one off, and so these are just little 10 millimeters. There's two here and one on the back. So I'm going to power those out with my impact driver. One more over here. Okay. This guy comes off to reveal his secrets. I don't foresee any problems in here. There aren't any guards on this one other than that. And it does have a little guard thing that hangs down there. That little post you see. How well you can see that. But that's right up against this to keep the belt here from coming off. Okay, it sits down like this. Okay, so what do we have here? Sure it's grindy. Pretty grinding. I don't know where the grinding's happening at. Maybe that's normal. Anyway, that is not the belt we need to replace right now. Anyway, it's the drive belt, which is up here. So, in order to get this off, we're gonna have to take this bolt out and take this guard off, and I think probably have to take this one off too, because you're not get the belt through there. That's another guard that's trying to protect it from coming off. This one looks bent to me. This looks bent. I'm not sure if this is in the right location. It may need to be over here or something. I'm gonna have to look at a diagram on this and see if perhaps this needs hovered over here and bent back into shape. This could be catching somewhere as it comes in, perhaps. I don't know. Or if it's missing over here, perhaps it's getting caught up on something. I have to look at a diagram and see what we're up against. This here looks suspicious, but I think it doesn't do anything important other than keep the belt between these in this area. I don't feel anything sharp. These don't feel sharp. Again, this looks really sus. I don't know. So I'm going to take these two pulleys off, and we're going to look at what it looks like afterwards. Okay, I think I know a couple of things that are going on here. I don't know if this is the main problem or not, but when I've had this off, this little guide here was sitting way back here, bolted down. And I think two things are the problem here. Number one, the bolt that was used to put in it, this lock nut that's on it, was busted off. So it wasn't exactly sitting flat where it's supposed to be. But I also think this goes in this little hole right here. You see, like that. That's where I think it's supposed to be. It was difficult to find a diagram, but that seems to make sense. That the belt goes right there, and that keeps it from coming out or wobbling or something. And with that actually gone, it may be that the belt was just sticking out too far and getting caught on things, or you know, not having a good transition in with the next pulley. It was wobbling a lot or something. I don't know, it's there for a reason. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I'm going to clean this a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put these pulleys back in because I just can't find anything else that's wrong. I'm going to mock up the belt and then I'll bring you back and show you what I did. But yeah, I think that might be part of the problem. If that's not it, I don't know what else. It's very difficult to find correct diagrams online for these. I mean, I found a diagram of this all together. It doesn't even mention this thing at all. And then I found another one, which is a huge exploded view, and it shows this on the pulley. You know how the exploded views are, they're way up here. And it showed it completely out 90 degrees to the deck. So it looks like it goes that way. And then it's like, huh, there's a hole there. That's probably where it goes, probably. Anyway, we're gonna put that together and see how it looks. I'll bring you back. Okay, here's all the specs on this model. And if you look over here to the right, there's an engine to deck belt right here, this part number. It is a 954-04142. And I was trying to look that up. Of course, my local supply store here, which is a Rural King, only has certain types of belts, and it doesn't have that specific part number. It's got these Megadynes. So when I look up that part number, the Megadyne replacement for this is this MXV4-910. Now, you should look this up yourself. Don't trust me, okay? Because I put another one on here and it's shredded. So did I get it right? I don't know. We're gonna try this one. Try to follow the exact part number and do your own research. Your parts store may carry other types of belts, but they do have to be either Kevlar based ones, or this aramid cord. It's got some kind of a weaving over it that's really tough. If you just get the rubber ones, they're gonna break, stretch. So they're not really the right ones to get. So make sure you get this type with the shielding over it, protection. We'll see how well this belt does, because I'm not real sure if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try it again. Same one I put on last time. Figure out what part you need based on your diagram under your deck lid there, and make a right decision. I might be wrong, so don't yell at me if you get this belt and it's the wrong one for you. Okay, she's back together. As you can see, this is the way this routes. Is the belt comes here from the drive motor on the deck, or on the mower, comes up, it goes around here, which I thought was very kind of strange. This is a flat pulley. Usually flat pulleys don't have the V going around them, but this is the way this works. I don't get it. It goes around, it goes into this pulley over here, and then it goes on the back side. This is what I expect to see, the back side of the pulley going against a flat, or belt going against a flat pulley, but this one has a front side too. Maybe that's normal, but anyway, this is the way it goes. And you know, as you can see, we got it all hooked up here, and it does turn. And I got this in the right place, I think, down in that hole. So I think this might be the reason our belts were giving us fits before and having trouble. That was just not in the right place. So we're gonna try it. Put this back together, and I'm gonna spare you the reassembly, and then we'll see if it engages and see how it all works. Make sure that if you do unhook this back piece here, this is the cable for the belt tension, that you do get this little washer back on there, and that you put this little cotter pin thing in there to make sure it doesn't come back out, but it should work. So I'm gonna stick it back under there, put the pins back in, get it all back in shape, and we'll come back. All right, I got the deck all back on. Another thing I did was I tried to level the blades. Now there's other videos online for that, which I didn't, you know, I'm not going into all that. But what I found was the deck here wasn't at the proper height in the front. And so under here, if you can see, there's big nuts right there. And you take this lock nut off, and then you adjust this inner nut in and out to raise or lower the front of the deck. And I think that was really at the wrong angle. And the pulley that the belt hits is on the deck. It was like the belt was right at the top of that pulley. So I think you could try to pop off or go over that. So this needs to be adjusted properly too. So I did that as well. So now let's see. This is gonna be noisy, so I'll have to mute you. But okay, Okay, that pretty much does it for now. I think we've done everything we can for this. We're just going to have to see now if actually driving it and cutting some grass is going to make a difference, or if it's going to get destroyed and fly off again. Now, I hope it was just that guide that we found that was causing it. So I don't know. Time will tell. And if it does, I'll try to comment on here what I found out, if there's anything more I could do to make it better. So, but that's it for now. Until next time, thanks for joining us here at Big Bob Garage. Take care.